Well, welcome and thank you for coming out this morning to Faith Baptist Church in Aynard, South Carolina. We're doing the recording and we're also doing the service for live people here. So it might be a little quirky as you're watching us on our Facebook page or on YouTube, but bear with us, okay? This morning is going to be a good service because I'm really irritated. And every time I get really irritated, I tend to come out with a pretty decent message, I think. Or maybe I yell at people and they just tell me it's a good message. Today we're going to find out. This morning I want to read to you a post that I pulled off of Facebook. But before I go there, the first passage I want to read to you, because there seems to be some misunderstanding about what God is and how He has created our being, created our lives. So let's go to John chapter 1. And I'm going to read to you the first 5 verses here. The Word says, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God, and all things were made through Him, and without Him nothing was made that was made. And in Him was life, and the life was the light of men. And the light shines in the darkness, and in the darkness it did not comprehend it." Here's the thing. This passage is talking about Jesus Christ. In the beginning, Jesus Christ is the Word. The Word that you hold in your hand, the Bible, is Jesus Christ in essence. That's what the passage is telling us. That everything that happened, everything that is in the future that this book talks about is in Jesus Christ. So your life, as you were created, is in Jesus Christ. Okay? So people have a hard time. They think their life is their life and they get to live their life the way they want to live their life. But there's 2 ways you can live. You can live under the blessing of God, or you can live under the curse of God. You get to choose that. I get to choose that for myself. You get to choose that. Now, I also get to choose that for my kids to some degree. And we're going to talk about that this morning because something that happened on Facebook really kind of upset me this week. And I think as Christians, we need to be educated about this. We can't stand by and continue to do what the world does. We need to live according to the way God tells the church to live. Okay? So you are created by God. Jesus Christ in the Garden of Eden already saw each and every single one of us. He knew before the foundations of the world, it tells us, that He knew us. He already had a plan for our lives. This book, we're written into it in John chapter 1. In Jesus Christ. He knew who we were. Okay, that means He had a plan. So what did that plan have for us? Did it have cursing and pain, sickness and disease, poverty, slavery? Did it have those things? No, it didn't. What it had was a blessing and a promise. Okay? We too often, because we're stuck in this world of cursing, we're stuck under the curse. We don't look at the blessing that God has for us. What we do is we stick to the curse. And the curse is everything that grows out of us. Jesus Christ actually said, He says, there will be like a living water that wells up within inside of us, and that will be a life-giving water. He said it to the woman at the well. If you knew who you talked to, you'd ask me of water, and I would give you the water of life. So we don't live with the water of life. What we live with is the curse of death. See you in part 2.